Before I say anything, I just want to point out that the trailer to this film was one of the coolest looking trailers I had seen all year. The Man with the Iron Fist, directed by the RZA. I don't know if he's ever made a film before. I don't know how excited I was the fact that he was directing this film. I did like the fact that it was also written by Eli Roth, and I'm a big fan of Eli Roth, especially the first two Hostel movies. I wish he would actually go back to directing, but right now he's just helping his friend. A bunch of friends are actually working together on this movie. Well, Quentin Tarantino, I don't know how much he was involved in this film. It just says, Quentin Tarantino presents. So I think he's just being a loyal friend to the RZA and to Eli Roth, and he's gonna be, he just wants to help promote his film. So I can admire that. I do admire the fact that he's out there promoting his own friend's film. I like that. That makes me a little happy. A little. Because I was really excited to see this movie. I had heard a few things about it, and I like the fact that it is kind of martial arts film, and I enjoy that. I have a few of those films back in my collection behind me. Some films that came out within the last 20 years. But I like that. I like that, all those stunts and all those excitement and all the great wire work. And so I had a lot of hope for this film. I actually was looking forward to seeing this movie because I liked how stylized the trailer looked. So the movie got started, and I have to say 5 to 10 minutes into the movie, I started to be disappointed. Now, I was hoping that the film wouldn't take itself so seriously, but it seemed like it was doing that. I don't know who's at fault right here, but I felt like the RZA should probably stop directing films and acting in movies and just stick to what he's good at, making music. I'm not too familiar with his music. All I know him from is Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. I know he contributed a lot to the soundtrack of that, and that's all I really know. So I really can't talk about him as an artist. I just know that he has a lot of fans, and that's what he's good at. That's what people want to see him in, and they want to pay money to support him. But as a filmmaker, I felt like The Man with the Iron Fist just really lacked energy. It lacked surprises. And I know I wasn't looking for any groundbreaking story going on here. I just wanted to see something that was overly stylized and to the point where your eyes are just popping out of your head with excitement. That you're laughing one minute, you're frightened the next. Even with the cast, including Russell Crowe. This looked like it was going to be a really fun, kind of B-movie style film, and I just couldn't help but feel bored and disappointed. I'm not happy to say these things. I am not happy to say this because I do have respect for the people that are involved. There's a lot of great Asian actors in this film. They've just got nothing to really work with here. I don't know, I just never bought into this world, and I never got excited about it. I wanted to care. I really wanted to care, and it just shatters me to have to say such things because I really wanted to believe in this movie. I wanted to go, oh, this is a fun, exciting, over the top, overly stylized. I do like substance more than I like style, but when there's not a lot of great substance, which this film doesn't have, it is nice to have so much style that it's bleeding out of its eyes. One scene for me, it actually got me excited. They're like, okay, this movie actually is going to go somewhere. It's actually going to be really cool. Is when Russell Crowe shows up on the scene, and he's got this really awesome looking knife. And when he gets a chance to use it for the first time, that makeup stuff was awesome. I was like, okay, cool. I can grasp onto this. Maybe the Russell Crowe character will be exciting and cool. But then we go back to these other characters, and then the RZA, who plays a blacksmith, who makes all of these swords, and then something happens to him. I don't want to give anything away, but something happens to him. The story that is so minimal starts to collect a little bit of steam, and then near the end I felt like, okay, I get it now. Near the end of this film, they finally capture what they really wanted to do. And there's a lot of great camera angles, there's a lot of great fighting. There's some really good fighting in this film, but what I was really upset about was the fact that there's so much wire work going on here, and you don't see the wires. They do digitally get rid of the wires, but it just feels like everybody's just flying here and flying there, and it's not that gorgeous or magical. Now, I'm not looking for Hero. I'm not looking for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon here. I just want to somewhat believe that they can jump out of the sky and do this. I'm reminded of a film called Kung Fu Hustle that had a lot of great stylistic action. I would have liked something like that, something that fun and that exciting. But I felt like this, it got bogged down by its own self. And I'm really disappointed by this film, and I really wanted to enjoy it. I don't really have anything nice to say about this film, so when you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I've said a lot of not so nice things, so I'm just going to move on and look forward to whatever they come up with next. But I highly recommend that Eli Roth go back to directing, RZA go back to doing music, and Quentin Tarantino, I know you want to support your friends, and I'm all for that, but you're awesome when you just make your own movies. You are a genius, Quentin, and I look forward to Django Unchained. I'm going to give The Man with the Iron Fist 2 stars. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film, and also go to WhoYouTube.com.